Namaste Krishna Rao garu.
Morning.
Welcome to IYRTalks English channel on this 24th day of May 2024. Today we just want to have your view on a very important major announcement by Reserve Bank of India that they are giving 2.11 lakh crores of dividend to the central government. So, this is if we see it's more than compared to year on year basis 140% higher than last year, and this is a very good move I think by Reserve Bank of India, and you have to tell us whether they have gone out of the way or within the limits of Reserve Bank reserves and all that, and then because, and I think now this is to contain the fiscal deficit and to take forward the reform process initiated by the BJP government in the second term, successfully taking. And because if you see, even the GST collections are also going up month by month if you compare it. So, it is a good positive indication, and already we have seen any good sense or good initiative will always get reflected in the stock markets, and yesterday on announcement it has gone by about 1,300 points BSE Sensex all time high, and the rating agencies like S&P and all that also now they will come with a very good rating for the Indian economy. We will be getting good number of funds and all that. So, this we don't. It also depends on which government is going to come and form the thing after June 4th results. Probably everyone's optimism is that BJP is going to come, and just tell me how this initiative of not initiative, it's a decision by the Reserve Bank of India to give 2.11 lakh crores of rupees as dividend is going to help the Indian economy to go to a new origin. So, as an economist and as an administrator, we want your inputs for our viewers, so that everyone's ultimate objective is to increase their bottom line. Bottom line means their earning capacity. So, people may invest this money in stock markets or other wherever there is a rising yield. So, I want your inputs and valuable comments on the Reserve Bank of India's declaring dividend and its impact on the Indian economy going to be in the next few years.
Yeah, I think it's a major dividend that's given by the Reserve Bank of India to Government of India, and this as a major source of income to government has started after this government came to power. I don't know how this dividend, where it was going, what RBI was doing with it before this government came to power, but they have identified this as an important source of income, and then appointed a committee, I think headed by one economist, Bimal Jalan, to put the criteria of how to deal with it. Most important thing that one has to keep in mind here is the RBI gave this dividend to Government of India after enhancing their contingency reserve fund. I think it was 6%, it was enhanced to 6.5% or some such thing, which means and shows the ability of RBI to face any financial crisis or problem is very strong. Only after making that provision and keeping that cushion only, whatever was left over was transferred to Government of India. So, to that extent, it is not affecting the health of RBI. That's the most important thing, because earlier people used to comment, no, if this dividend is given to government, then RBI will be in trouble. But that will not happen now, because they have ensured that the reserve is taken care of before this is shared with the government. How does RBI get all this? Because RBI does a lot of market interventions, mostly to stabilize the rupee. They release dollars, buy dollars to ensure that it does not appreciate and does not depreciate. And that whole operation gives them some arbitrage margins, leverage. Similarly, all central banks will keep part of their reserves outside in some hard currencies. And the most hard currency is the dollar. So, most of the central banks keep their amounts in with America. Nowadays, the American interest rates are quite high. So, that also gives them a substantial thing. And also, it's the lender of the last resort. So, there also they make. So, this is how they generate this dividend and are sharing with it. The impact of this 2 lakh crores is definitely going to be positive for the Indian economy. There's no doubt about it. I think, I'm not sure. I think the whole budget of Government of India is, if I'm not wrong, is about 40 lakh crores. If you are getting about 2 lakh crores out of it as a amount in terms of your resources, especially when you budgeted only 1 lakh and you get 2 lakhs from this, that's a huge impact. One thing is the fiscal deficit will come down. Of course, they can also expand their capital work with this, but I doubt it, because capital works expanding also beyond a point is not possible in a short time. It will take some long time planning to do that. So, in which case it will essentially result in reduction of the deficit financing of the government, which in turn will make the country rating far better, bringing in lot of investments from outside at a cheaper rate. I mean, once the rating agencies give a better rating agency, the rate of interest charged on loans taken by any corporate within India will be that much lower. So, that will have a positive effect. It can also have a bearing on the interest rates also. They may come down earlier than what we have expected. So, I think it's going to be, but as you mentioned, who comes to power, that's very important. I mean, all of us are assuming BJP will come back to power and continue with this growth plan. That's the most important thing. But if there's somebody who, wants to give it as a freebie like the Congress would do, they will only be squandering away your silver with no good results. So, that's why I think we hope and pray that the results would go in favor of the BJP, so that this growth momentum will continue, and this will be a good cushion for that growth momentum.
Thank you very much, sir. Let's hope that with this little push by Reserve Bank of India, India will already emerging as one of the fast developing nations, is going to be one of the best developed nations in the coming 5 years. Thank you very much.